And also, you can be really mad that I'm above 21 and buying K-pop albums, but at least I have the money to buy K-pop albums.
Navis calling.
Hi, so today we are going to be talking about being a K-pop fan above the age of 20. Why? Because nowadays, being a K-pop fan older than 20 or older than, 18 is considered morally wrong. I don't know, it's a lot to unpack, so I thought we would talk about it today from the point of view of somebody who is considered an old K-pop fan, when I'm really not. Like, I'm only 23. So obviously I'm not super young, but I don't consider myself old. In fact, there are people who think being 30 is old. They think being 40 is old. And I honestly don't think that anybody below the age of 45 is like old. Like, when I think old, I think senior citizens. I don't think, adults or young adults. So yeah, I was on Twitter because I have nothing better to do than waste my time on that toxic website. So yeah, and there was this tweet which was actually a screenshot of somebody's Instagram story. They replied to a question of one of their Instagram stories. So the person was asking them the question, do you think it's weird for people who are, above the age of 21 collecting K-pop and buying photo cards and biasing groups where the members are really young? And basically that person was like, yes, I do agree with that point of view, that, it's really weird and just morally wrong for people older than 21 to be into K-pop. Now, of course, people who found this tweet did not agree with it, and there was a lot of discourse surrounding this tweet and surrounding this topic. I remember something similar came to my attention a couple of years ago. It's about this girl, she's an ARMY, and she came out of a K-pop store, and apparently some of the younger K-pop stans were making fun of her for being an older stan and buying albums when she's not even that old. My take on this whole situation is that I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people think that you have to stop liking K-pop after a certain age. Like, seriously, I spent my time, energy, money on, a huge K-pop collection. Do you want me to throw all of that out once I turn 21? Granted, I turned 21 2 years ago. I got into K-pop when I was 18, and I did not really start standing groups until I was 20. And the thing that people don't get about K-pop, we're into K-pop for the music. Maybe that's not the case for everybody. For the majority of the people, we're into K-pop because we like the music, we like the songs, and because we like the music, then do we start standing the idols and getting invested in them. If the music wasn't good, then why the hell would we standing these idols? And also K-pop is literally like an umbrella term for South Korean music. It's not only pop music that is for the younger generation. It's got R&B, hip-hop, then rock, and jazz and all of those genres, and that is basically what is considered K-pop. The word K-pop should not be taken literally. I feel like a lot of people think K-pop is just Korean pop music that is Americanized or influenced by American music, but no, K-pop can be really, really diverse, and that is something a lot of people just don't realize. And just because a lot of the K-pop stans are usually minors or young teenage girls, it doesn't mean that people who don't fit into that category cannot appreciate this genre or appreciate the songs of this genre. This gatekeeping nonsense is so infuriating. And another thing that people pointed out that I've seen is that a lot of the, sales that these groups get, like BTS, Blackpink, 17, Twice, do you think they would be able to achieve these record-breaking sales if it wasn't for the adult fans that, buy their albums? Because I don't personally think so. And a lot of these K-pop stans, they are finally able to afford these K-pop albums. A lot of us work hard to, earn this money, so why is it that we're being looked down upon for using it to spend it on our hobbies? For a lot of people, we lead really stressful lives. I know at least I do. I'm always burnt out from school and just other activities, and I'm gonna graduate this year, and yeah, it's really, really stressful. But K-pop, it gives me a reason to breathe. It gives me the serotonin that I need to function. And buying albums and photo cards and just merch of my favorite groups, it's a way for me to de-stress and, enjoy life. And people think that just because you collect photo cards of underage members or you stan underage members, it's weird. And I hate to break it to you, but not everyone stans K-pop idols just because they're romantically or sexually attracted to them. I know it's hard to believe for some of you who have this mindset that, people only like K-pop idols, because they're into them, but no, that's not the case for a lot of people. I know that's not the case for me. If that was the case for me, I would not stan girl groups at all. I wouldn't collect any girl group members if that was the case. And also, I'm asexual, and I cannot feel that way towards anybody. And I feel like it's just so stupid. Just because you like somebody who is younger than you, you look up to their music, you really appreciate their talents, and they are somebody that makes you really laugh in your darkest of times, and somebody who gives you like a lot of happiness with their personality and their talents and everything. I think it's dumb to just, assume that that person is into them like romantically and sexually and is just being weird and creepy, when that is not the case at all. There are so many K-pop stans I know who are like moms or grandmothers who genuinely love these artists for their, music, and they see these K-pop idols as their children. I know for me, like, there are K-pop idols who are debuting from 2005 and 2004, and I just look at these idols as like my little siblings, and I'm like, I just want to protect them, because I remember when NCT Dream debuted, I was like, oh, they're all really younger than me. Lunjin, he was like underage, and he's not underage now, but I never like looked at Lunjin as in a romantic way. I was like, okay, he's just a cute boy, and I love his voice, and he's adorable, and I just want to protect him. And yeah, that's how I feel about Lunjin. That's how I feel about a lot of my really, really young biases, like younger than 3 or 4. I don't really see them in a romantic light, because I think that's weird. I mean, I stand these idols because I just, genuinely like their talents and their music. And also, even if people are like actually old, like 80, 90 years old, if they like K-pop, let them like K-pop, okay? When I turn 80 and I'm bopping to Not Shy in my retire home, mind your business and let me be. Maybe I'll break my hips, but yeah, let me just bop to Not Shy in peace, okay? So yeah, it's basically my hard-earned money, and if I want to spend it on pieces of selfies of K-pop idols, then please let me be. It does not harm you in any way, shape, or form. If you do have this toxic mindset, I hope you can overcome it and realize everybody, regardless of gender, age, sexuality, can like K-pop and be into it. And I think it's very sad that people within the community are tearing others down, because people already look down on people for, liking K-pop. So I feel like we should support one another instead of tearing each other down. And also, you can be really mad that I'm above 21 and buying K-pop albums, but at least I have the money to buy K-pop albums. Yeah, checkmate.
Checkmate.
Yeah, at least we don't have to go to our parents and beg us to buy K-pop albums. We can afford that shit. So yes, I know that a lot of us who are above the age of 21 are feeling frustration towards these younger, immature K-pop stans, but we can all be rest assured that at least we have the money to, buy K-pop, and they don't. So yes, I think I'm gonna leave before I get accused of bullying children. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Take care. Okay, bye.